Now let's figure out the cut length for these pieces. Go to New, Drawing of Active Model, and this brings up the drawing sheet, and attached to my cursor is the 3D model. And I can wind this in or out to change the scale. So I get the size I want about there, just drop that right there. And while it's highlighted, I'll come up here to my options, Shading, click that, and I'd say Shaded with Edges. Now I'll update the view, and it'll take on the same color as in the 3D model. And now what I'd like to do is come up to the parts list and identify the 3D model and come over here and drop in a parts list. Now I see the balloons aren't quite fitting correctly, so I can just drag the model over a little bit, identify, drag it over, or I can just touch on this dashed line and pull that in a little bit so it's not out so far. Now let's go and look at our parts list. And this is not exactly what I want. I don't care about the author, so anywhere on this area I can just right mouse click and go down to Properties. And I'd like this parts list to address the cut length. And so I'll come over here to Title, identify Add Title, and type in Cut Length. And if I come over to Apply, we'll see this updates. Now that's my cut length. Come over to Columns, and I'd like to get rid of these two item numbers, the file name, so I'll just say delete that column, author, delete that column, and I'd like to add title, add column, material, add column, and cut length, add column. Hit Apply, and hit OK. Now I'd like to make some adjustments to my parts list, so I can come along here, this column's a little wide, and I'll pull it in on material. Same with cut length, make this a little smaller. But there's my initial parts list, and I could add other columns to that, or I could create another parts list for my total length. So let's do that. Come up to parts list again, identify my model, and I'll put this one right underneath. I'll right mouse click for Properties. I'm going to delete item number, author, and quantity. And I'd like to add total length, add that column. Also for the title, add title, and I'll type in total length and hit OK. Now I notice nothing's appearing in the total length column. So let's come back and right mouse click to get to my properties. Let's come over here to Options, Create a Total Length Parts List. And also while I'm here, I'd like to add a little bit of clearance on the frame. It's a little thickness for the saw blade, and I don't want it to be too short, so I could add 4 millimeters. Let's just move this out of the way and hit Apply. And you'll see that updates, and now I'll hit OK. And so I know the total length with a little bit extra on there. Let's fit our view. And if we need to, we can just touch on these and move these around, reposition, and we can go ahead and save. And I'll go with the default name,